for a very long time, I lived in fear. I decided, I've had it. I've had it, living in fear for 30 over years. I'm going to step out of the shadow of fear. Well, when I was diagnosed with diabetes, I was 10 years old. I was a shy child, and I didn't want anybody to know that I was diabetic. I didn't want to be treated differently. I didn't want them to look down on me because of diabetes. So I would go to the toilets and then, do the finger prick blood test to test my blood sugar levels, and do my insulin injections in the toilets. Sometimes my friends will wonder, where did he go? What's taking him so long? When I get low blood sugars, I would try to treat it somehow, look for a sugar drink, look for, chocolates somewhere, and I'll just give excuses like, just feeling a bit peckish. But inwardly, actually, I was feeling very terrible. I kept it all to myself. And that was what it was like growing up, keeping it a secret from other people around me. I think being type 1 diabetic, I was hesitant about taking part in very intense sports, especially very intense team sports, because I didn't want to be in a situation whereby I was having a hypo and have to step out of the team sport to get myself treated with some form of sugar. I think I am better now. I know that all I need to do is to make sure that before I start the exercise, my blood sugar level is at a certain minimum level. And if I do start to feel hypoglycemia, I have ready quick-acting sugars on hand to treat myself. So you see, when I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was 10, all the doctors, the nurses, the dietitians would tell me that, it's very important for you to manage your blood sugar levels, because in the long term, if you don't manage it, the consequences can be very severe. And so for a very long time, I lived in fear. Then I reached 40, and I started to think to myself, I've been living with type 1 diabetes for more than 30 years. And all this while, I had to live in the fear of, when are these complications going to kick in? And at that point, I decided, I've had it. I've had it, living in fear. I'm going to step out of the shadow of fear. So I took decisive actions to manage my blood sugar levels much more actively, and it's really come under control. And so I want to come out and share my story with other young people so that people who are diagnosed in their childhood need not feel that the future is bleak, need not feel that at some point they're going to end up blind or end up having kidney failure or have to face amputations. It's not going to be like that if you take these actions to manage your condition well. You don't need to fear. There is vibrance and there's meaning in life. Go and live it. Just go.